Now Matkasur is eyeing Maya and her prized territory. The might of this young, powerful male has been growing, as he is already the king of the territory next to Maya, the meadow territory, which has a lake called Jamni in it. This territory is ruled by Maya's neighbor Tara, the 6-year-old no-nonsense queen of the meadows. Matkasur has also fathered 2 cubs with this tigress Tara. Tara calls out to her cubs as she wants to hide them within the dense bamboo. She is heading out on a hunt. While she is gone, her cubs can stay hidden within these thickets, away from danger. Tara keeps an eye on the wild boar in her territory as they cheekily move between the woods and the Jamni Lake. Resident wild boar groups are all year round feeding sources for tigers. Not long ago, this wild boar group had young babies. Babies live free, hanging out with their gang, discovering the jungle, and also dropping to rest at will. As they grow older, the young lose their stripes. When mature, they develop that glorious mane. Especially the male wild boar found in India. The creeping heat has pushed the wild boar to frolic at the waterhole. Lost in their mucky fiesta, they are oblivious to the striped phantom moving towards them through the swaying grass. The easy air gives out a sense of miscalculated calmness. The boar conclude their affair with the waterhole. They like to settle near the lake to dig out grubs and roots from the soft banks. But to get there, they have to go through the clumps of grass which shield the tigress. This boar is almost as large as Tara. Would she attempt bringing it down? Wild boar are sought-after prey, but they are tough and known to fatally injure even tigers. Their large tusks dig deep, ripping into even the largest of predators. If Tara waits for a smaller boar, the large one closer to her could blow her cover. Will there be a brute face-off between these 2 Goliaths? She takes her chances and locks onto this tougher one, waiting for the unsuspecting boar to come within striking distance. She surprises with a bold head-on frontal attack, sending the Goliath crashing to the ground. She gets that fatal grip. Wild boar are battle tanks ramming blocks of muscle, hair, and bones. If Tara loses her grip, the boar could ferociously return the attack. The big fellow fights hard, but stubborn Tara has dug herself deep. The rest of the boar can only watch. A long struggle, and she eventually wins her meal. Triumphant with a new kill, Tara returns to take her cubs back to the kill. But her cubs are not responding to her calls. Not finding her cubs when she returns is a tigress's worst nightmare. Her calls have actually grabbed the attention of 2 little cubs within the bamboo groves. but they are reluctant to step out. The presence of another predator, perhaps a tiger, could have driven them into the deep undergrowth. Desperately seeking her cubs, Tara goes into the bamboo clumps and comes out relieved with 2 bundles in tow. Her boys, who we begin calling Chota with a flying bird identifying mark on his eyes, and Chand with a flower mark. She chides them to follow her, but the cubs are spooked. Tara may be aggression and power personified, but in motherhood she exudes vulnerability. Tigers are the largest of the big cats, but their cubs are a picture of contrast. They are born blind and helpless, and as they grow, they face a real risk. More than half of them can die, even before they reach adulthood. Her dominant cub, Chota, musters the courage to join his mother. The signs of her struggle with the wild boar are apparent on her shoulder. She investigates on any danger to her cubs, and for now, there seem to be none. She reassures Chand, but dominant Chota comes scampering back for Mum's attention. Could future events tilt the balance of dominance between tiger cubs? Tara is out in the open again. Time to assert herself and reassure her cubs that their mother is top boss here. The cubs revel in their mother's confidence, finding comfort in her scent, on the tree sprayed by her. This time they do not want to be left behind and respond eagerly to her flicking tail. Waving their tails cheetah-like, the family moves through the grass. The cubs resume their play as Tara leads them to the boar kill. The family will feed here and then head to the bamboos later to rest. Bamboo are perfect cover for little cubs, and sensing danger, they can slink from one bamboo patch to the other. In fact, 80% of the Tadoba biosphere is densely covered with bamboo clumps. That gives Tadoba its distinct look